Hi everyone, Jamie Prickett here. I have the pleasure of introducing to you Francis and Dianne Sinday. Francis, thank you. It's a pleasure on my part. Francis and Dianne have been with Experior since, I guess, early 2018.
Early last year.
Early last year.
Not that far.
And so we've only known each other about a year ago is when we met.
Yes, that's right.
Francis and Dianne have built an incredible agency, right now ranked in the top 3 in the entire company in agency production. Absolutely phenomenal. So tell me a bit about yourselves.
Yeah, actually we got introduced in the financial industry back in 2011. I was actually first recruited by her.
Yeah.
She's the one who's actually wanting to get into the industry and never really had that interest before. But you know, with all the teachings, trainings, and that's how I got hooked up with all the finances, right? So,
nice. Awesome. And you're both licensed in the business?
Yes, we are.
Awesome. So this is interesting because a lot of our partnerships in the business aren't both licensed. So what advantages are there to both of you going through and getting the license?
You know, most of the time, you know, there's so many things that we need to do as a financial advisor, and it's just so amazing to have somebody to delegate stuff or have you helped out with some other areas so you can focus on one thing where you're good at and then the other thing where she's good at. So it kind of really worked well with both of us for this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
My wife and I found the same thing because we built our business together right from the beginning, and both of us being licensed, and we both had different strengths, and it really worked well together.
True.
So I know, Francis, Dianne, you guys being a very humble couple, and you are. I want to share with the audience. You started with another organization called Great Way.
Yes,
I believe, right? That was your first. That was your first entry to the industry.
Yes.
And you earned over $400,000 a year there.
Yeah, quite around that number. Yes.
Right around the $400,000 income
right.
mark. So that's a great income on an annual basis. When you left there, tell me about that. What took place? What did you do in the meantime before we met?
Well,
because you left there a couple of years ago now.
Almost 3 years ago now.
3 years ago. Okay.
Because that was back in 2015. Oh, it's actually 3 years now.
Yeah, almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 2015 of August. So we have decided to leave that company because we thought and believed that there could be something else that we could do better at the time. So, and then of course, here comes Experior, where everything that we wanted to, you know, have for ourselves as an advisor and for as a company at the time, I think everything is in here.
Yep.
So, and I'm really glad we talked back in November of 2000. When was that?
2017.
Because that was the beginning. It was like it opened up a new, new perspective for us.
Yep. And you guys were having success at that time as well. You're running your own independent AGA called Stellar Wealth.
That's right.
And you had about 40 advisors or so?
I think it's more than that. I think we're about around more plus 60 now at the time. Anyway.
Wow.
And we have more students on the side waiting to become licensed.
Yep.
And when you showed me that system, that why Experior is going to be beneficial or going to be advantageous for us as an organization, I think it helps us a lot, especially for AGA like us at the time.
Yep.
Because everything you guys have shared to us pretty much solve what AGA's problems are.
Right.
And that's where it came us to, you know, have decided to just come on board.
Yep.
Because everything about that we're having a hard time with, you know, Experior's.
We help take on those
responsibilities.
Exactly. That's one of the challenges we find is that AGAs, great people, entrepreneurial, they want to build something, but really you don't have the income.
That's right.
Let's face it, when you're building and training, you need an office, you need space. It's like you got to do everything. And it's very hard. So even at an AGA and having success as an AGA with 60 odd advisors, we'll call it, you still found it beneficial to say enough with that. We're going to be Team Stellar Wealth, which is what you guys are now, and a very powerful team with Experior at that.
Thank you.
But just for those people that maybe have an AGA right now, because I know you guys can speak to that better than anybody. What struggles did you have with deciding to go, you know what, we're going to go with Experior? Because obviously you have that pride of ownership and everything, that it's your baby.
Yes.
What kind of struggles did you have in the transition?
Well, I can name a few, but two major ones that I could probably discuss right now. The first thing is, how would you go about helping somebody who wanted to get the same level as you are?
Right.
Because that's the biggest challenge at the time. Because some people say, hey, you know what, I want to get the same contract as you.
Right.
And the biggest challenge in MGA world is that they don't really care so much about how's AGA's business going, and they kind of really like to limit you at that, because that's how I feel.
Sure.
It's my opinion.
Yep, no, that's you're entitled to that.
That
Absolutely.
they limit you to a certain degree where they don't want you to grow. They want you to grow, but as to certain limit.
Yeah.
And that's not really good, because if you really want to grow business, you want to be able to give, what your people are looking for, especially the contract, the bonus rate that they're looking for. And you as an AGA, you wouldn't be able to do that because you have a limitations on that.
Right. There's only so much you can give when you're only getting
exactly
without the system.
That's right. So the bonus rate wise, you can't really give as much as what MJ can do.
Yeah.
That's the first one. Well, the second one basically is, let's face it, when we thought of creating that company, we never really thought about taking care of the back end office, like the administrations and all that. I think that really drained us a lot, because you running a company, I think it's better to employ or to do what you're good at in terms of, let's say, recruiting or being in the field, helping people out. Instead, you're being stuck with in an office. It's an office trap kind of thing. And now with Experior, you had somebody on the back end doing all the compliance, all the do the work for new business. I think it gives us a free time to do what's most important as an AGA at the time, which is basically growing the business. And now that allows us to do more of what we like to do. So I think.
And still get a 193 bonus throughout your organization.
And you know what?
On the building.
That's true. And actually, looking at it though, as an AGA, some people actually say, hey, I have a better contract with other MGAs because they gave me, let's say, 190 or 185. Sometimes people are given 185. And they thought, you know what matters most in your business? It's not the 185 or 190 given to you by the MGA. What matters to me is actually what's left on that number.
Yep.
Right? Because running a business costs you money too.
That's right.
So for me as an AGA, now given a contract with let's say Experior now, I actually increases my
profit.
My profit.
Yep.
Because number one, I don't have to deal with all the commissions and all that stuff. Now that's been taken care of at the back office.
And you guys used to spend a couple days running just commissions.
Yes. That's a lot of work at a time, because Excel, because you have to you have to put all these numbers, import them from the insurance companies, and you just have to do all the calculations. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Now everything is automated because somebody's doing it for you, and I think it increases your productivity in that sense.
Most certainly.
That's right.
And you guys are powerful recruiters and builders and producers, and we're so proud to be in business with you guys. When we first met you, I still remember it was a Friday night in Calgary. You guys drove all the way from Edmonton. You ended up staying in Calgary that night. Yes. And when my wife and I met you guys, we knew that if we could get you guys in this business, it would be amazing. And it took us a little bit, but I'm so happy that you guys trusted to build your business with us.
Yeah, it made us really that realization, Jamie. When we see who Experior really is deep down at the core, we've been thinking about it. Like when we were starting back in 2011, the way we do business is actually exactly the same as what Experior is doing right now.
Right.
And talking about realization, I was like saying, hey, you know what? We have been an Experior since day one.
Yeah.
And that's why, that's why we ended up here. Because,
awesome.
the law of attraction, we don't know you. It's just out of nowhere when we get to meet you, right?
Yep.
So
and it was a fluke, like same day, and all of a sudden
and it was like late night too.
That's right. It was like 9 or 9:30 at
No,
night.
it was like actually past 10.
Oh, was it later than that? Okay.
And I was like, okay, here's a guy from Ontario. And I was like, so amazed with what you share, and I see your passion and everything. And I can relate to that because I'm trying to build a business at a time, just like you are. But of course, you did better in that part because you've figured some stuff along the way. But I'm learning, and I was like so amazed and so inspired by you.
I'll tell you guys something, and I mean this. The reason why Experior is so good is somehow we've been able to attract great leaders like yourselves.
Thank you.
That's what's made Experior so good. It wasn't that Leanne and I built a better system than you or anything like. It's because we brought all the minds together to create the company that's going to dominate the marketplace. So Francis, Dianne, I am so proud to be in business with you guys.
Thank you so much.
Same here,
Thank
Jamie.
you
You
for
know what?
taking the
We're
time.
so
Thank you, Jamie.
proud
Thank you.
to be part of this organization, Experior. And I'm really happy. Both of us are happy being led by a leader like you.
Thank you.
And just so amazing. The whole experience from day one to today is just really good. And looking forward for more of this. And
As I keep on telling him, it's the best decision that we've ever
I think
made.
this is the best decision that we've made so far.
And
Thank
we're
you.
Experior all along since day one.
Yeah, that's right.
Amazing, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much,
Thank you.
Jamie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, if you like this video or any of the other videos that I have on my channel, stay tuned. We have so many more coming, but I want to make sure that you're in the know, that you know when they're coming. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and make sure you hit the notification bell.